Have you been feeling low lately? Do you feel like it's more than just a fleeting feeling? Today we're delving into the world of depression, an often misunderstood illness that affects millions globally. It's not merely a case of the blues, but a complex condition, with various stages. It's vital to understand these stages, not only to navigate your own experience, but to empathize with others on their journey. If you relate to this, you might be on a journey through the stages of depression. Depression isn't a one-size-fits-all condition. It has stages, each with its own set of symptoms. Let's take a brief tour through these stages, which can be broadly categorized into mild, moderate, and severe. The mild stage of depression, often overlooked, can be characterized by subtle changes in mood, energy levels, and daily routines. It's like a quiet whisper of distress that's easy to brush off as a bad day or exhaustion. Moving up the ladder, we have the moderate stage. This is where the whisper turns into a conversation that's harder to ignore. You might experience a noticeable strain on your daily life, relationships, and work. Lastly, we have the severe stage. Here, the conversation becomes a loud, constant echo. It's a stage where life feels overwhelmingly difficult, and even the simplest tasks can seem like climbing a mountain. Recognizing these stages can be the first step towards seeking help. Mild depression can be tricky to identify because its symptoms can be subtle. When it comes to depression, you might think of profound sadness or a crippling lack of interest in the world around us. However, mild depression paints a different picture. It's like a whispering shadow, nudging you quietly towards a gloom you can't quite figure out. Symptoms may include changes in your sleep patterns. You may find yourself struggling to fall asleep or waking up far too early. Or perhaps you're sleeping more than usual but still feeling tired. Your appetite might take an unexpected turn too, either dwindling into nothingness or escalating into an overwhelming urge to eat. But one of the most subtle signs is a shift in your energy levels. You may feel like you're walking through a thick fog, your limbs heavy and your mind sluggish. Even the simplest tasks seem to require monumental effort. Even though it's mild, don't ignore it. It's real, and it matters. As we move to moderate depression, the symptoms become more intense and harder to manage. It's like you're in the middle of a storm, and the rain is getting heavier. You're not just feeling blue anymore, you're sinking into a sea of hopelessness. This stage is characterized by an increased sense of despair. You may find yourself frequently feeling helpless. It's as if your world has lost its color, and you're living in a grayscale reality. And it's not just your mood that's affected, your mind seems to be clouded too. Simple tasks become challenging as concentration slips away, like sand through your fingers. Perhaps the most striking sign is the dwindling interest in activities you once enjoyed. Imagine your favorite song playing, but you just can't find the rhythm in it anymore. That's what moderate depression feels like. If you're experiencing these symptoms, it's crucial to seek professional help. Severe depression is the most intense stage. Its symptoms can be debilitating and life-altering. At this point, depression is no longer just a mental struggle, but it takes a toll on the physical body as well. Unexplained aches and pains become a common occurrence, adding to the already heavy burden. But physical discomfort isn't the only issue. The emotional toll can be even more devastating. Feelings of worthlessness may engulf your entire perception of self, and thoughts may turn to death or suicide. This is not a sign of weakness, but rather a clear indication of the unbearable pain that severe depression can inflict. It's crucial to understand that no one is supposed to navigate this stage alone. If you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms, it's imperative to reach out for help. There's always hope, and help is available. Remember, the darkness is just a part of the journey, not the destination. Depression is a journey, but remember, it's one that you don't have to walk alone. We've journeyed together through the stages of depression, from the subtle signals, the intensifying struggle, to the critical point. Each stage has its own symptoms and effects, but one constant remains: the capacity for help and healing. If you identify with any of these stages, I encourage you to reach out, seek help. There's strength in vulnerability. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in this.